Contact us for your live streaming solutions and event coverage such as synods, conferences, seminars, revivals, and lots more. Engage us in showcasing your brands and services to the world through adverts and sponsorship. We also offer latest broadcast equipment for rent, all at affordable prices. Tune in to ACNN TV via any free-to-air decoder with the following installation parameters: Intelsat 20 satellite with tuning frequency 12562 MHz, symbol rate 30 Mbps, orbital position 68.5 degree east, and horizontal polarization. You can also keep in touch with episodes of our programs via these social media platforms. For inquiries, please call 070-3265-6544 or mail us via enquiries@acnntv.com. ACNN, reaching the world with the undiluted Word of God.
Away well, and Usain Bolt now trying to catch him, and now Bolt surging to the lead. Stunned by the shot. Oh, Sergei Libertis. The Chesney claws it away.
Hello, compliments of the season and good morning. And you're welcome to your favorite sports show, Sports Hour, beaming live to you from the Advent Cable Network Nigeria Television, ACNN TV. I am Bolushola Lojide.
Good morning, viewers. My name is Olawale Ayeni, and it's great to have you join us today. So we have a whole lot of stories lined up for your listening pleasure this morning. But we'll go on a short break, and when we come back, we'll go full blast. Don't
You're welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is the Sports Hour show. So we'll begin our story today with the Nigerian Professional Football League, which will be resuming on Sunday. And now they've said that by Sunday 26th of December, 27th, then the league will resume. But then some players are not happy that why would the league resume now? Why not earlier than this date?
As it is now, it's not even certain that
yes,
the league will actually resume December 27. I was talking about on Sunday, due to the fact that the government has actually come out with a new rule on the COVID-19, yes, putting stop to some activities. The government staffs, they say they have to stay back at home and work from home.
From I think level 12.
From level 12 downwards, and other states also that have imposed partial lockdown in every state. So it's going to be difficult for me. It's going to be difficult for the league to actually resume. But we just keep our finger crossed and hope that the league actually resume, due to the fact that we know there will be no crowd. The LMC have actually said they are going to comply with the COVID-19 protocol. Yes. I called some chairmans of clubs yesterday, MPFL clubs, and they all told me that the clubs themselves, they are ready for the league. It's just that if the COVID-19 is going to affect them, then they don't have anything to actually, because our health actually come first than any other thing.
Yeah, I was speaking one of the players, Kano Pillars, the striker, ENYIMBA. He said, okay, fine, if they start the first round, they worry about the second round. He himself is not even sure. He asked that would the league start anytime soon. Even the
players are not even sure.
They're even confused that, okay, why is 27th? Why towards end of the year? Let's just allow the year to run out. Since IPAF allowed us to waste our time, let the year run out completely and we start next year, January or something.
If the year runs out and we start our league by January, I don't think we can be able to meet up.
Can we even meet up?
Even at this point in time, we cannot even meet up. So the
say, okay, you have already missed opportunity. Let's just enjoy our holidays. Because most of them actually traveled. Because they're not getting any positive response from the LMC and from their clubs. They've gone to their various homes. They now told them that the league starts on 27th when they enjoy it. They will not want to come back.
Of course, we know that so many people actually depend on the MPFL league, because that's a means of livelihood for the players, for the officials, for referees and other stakeholders which get to depend on that particular league. But it's just so sad that our league is not on. Why there are other leagues in other climes? England already matched day 15. South African league has been going on. Zambia, Kenya league. It's just so sad. Those
I was going to comment about this matter. Other leagues have started in European nations, and yet we are in England now. In fact, they have the coronavirus spike has increased, but yet their league is
going on. Yes.
The same thing with Spain. The same thing even with France.
Germany.
They have, of course, the second wave of coronavirus is hitting them, but the league is still ongoing. Yes, some players, of course, maybe some players contract the virus, but they have been managing it well. Why can't we manage our own?
I feel those who are in MAYWEATHER affairs, they don't really want to do what is actually needed at this point in time. If you ask me, are we going to be texting all the players before they're going to the field of play to play in every match, around about 38 matches that each clubs are going to play in the league? Are they going to be testing all the players? Do we really have the resources to do that? Does the LMC put in things in place to ensure that every player get tested before any particular game? But
I don't think so.
It's going to be difficult. It's going to be money consuming, and we both know that LMC doesn't really have such money to actually carry out those process. We know they have sealed a deal with the Red Strike TV. We don't really know how much is involved.
Yes.
They are doing everything in secrecy. So at this point in time, the LMC are not really coming forward to actually put out information that will make people to believe that our league will actually commence on December 27th.
So now the opener is just for league to start. It's just a shame now, and it's affecting. Anyway, we'll talk about our continental matches, because the delayed kickoff of our league is affecting the team. I mean, our clubs in the continental.
Yes, and it will also affect our performance. And next season, they're not going to actually give us more particular slots to play in the other teams didn't actually play because of the coronavirus. We didn't really play well for me this season. Super Eagles didn't actually play well in the year. For them to actually give a try, I feel due to the fact that there are no other coaches.
Yes, no other coaches.
Flying Eagles didn't play well.
Of course, no Olympics.
So you can actually give it to Ladambu. So then other coaches too, they didn't actually get to play well. So
General was the
undisputed winner. Then who other person is there also?
He's a star man, because even he's Nigerian best midfielder.
Yes, even at club, at country.
Yes,
he has
he's
been
the most
fantastic.
consistent Nigerian player for the last 5 years for both club and country.
Yeah.
When he was injured for his club, we saw how they struggled to win matches. But the moment he came back, we saw that solidity was
even their last match against Tottenham. He was a man of the match. He shows that he's not actually putting his guard down. He wants to actually fight for everything. He wants to give it his best in every matches that he gets to play. So at this point in time, we missed him.
Against
Sierra Leone, that double header, we actually missed him a lot. The vacuum that he actually created there was nobody to actually fill that particular vacuum, because the midfield actually collapsed, like you just said. So at this point in time, it's a very good one. This will actually motivate him very well, and also for the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
But something still strikes me, that as good as Ndidi is, they're not rating him so well. Maybe is it because he's black, or Because when you look at the Premiership, he has the most tackles in most games.
Yes, he won that last season.
He won that last season. You know, his recovery rate is
very good.
Superb and everything. But then they're not giving that kind of.
Due to the fact that he's not an English player, so there's no much hype
on him.
And the Nigerian press cannot really do what the English press will actually do if he's an English player. So at this point in time, media also has to, you know, rally around behind him.
Of Chelsea is not an English player, but then that but there was that hype on him as well. That's the new Makelele. You know that can period.
Of course, you not dispute the fact that
but he's European.
He's European,
but black European.
Well, he's a black European, but indeed he's an African. Same thing that happened to JJ Okocha. He was supposed to win African best. He was supposed to win so many awards, even though in the world. But at this point at that point in time, he was. They actually saw him as a black man ahead of Ronaldinho, ahead of the likes Kaká. They actually choose him to be
because indeed he deserves more praise and acknowledgement for what he has done, more than this what he has done for both the country and his club.
Yes, of course, he deserves more. Then Aziza Shola, well deserved. She has been playing well in Barcelona.
29 goals in 30 matches.
This season she has been impressive. Her last match she scored brace. So for me, she deserved the award. I just hope that she keep that momentum, that form, going for her. That will actually pave way for her in the future.
But look at it now. I read that story one time when she said her parents were against her playing football. Her parents regretting that. I'm sure they're not regretting the fact that they've allowed her to finally play football. Because she said when I was growing up, her parents said, well, no, what's football? A girl like you to go and play football, come on, enter the room or enter the kitchen, go and cook.
Of course,
but now, I'm
so
sure they're happy now that.
Yes, way back like 10 years, 15 years ago, so many parents will actually in that they are world not to actually know.
What about your parents?
I was even in that. I was supposed to play the under-17 when I was in the university.
I know, that's what I'm bringing up.
When I was in the university. But my parents did not allow me to actually go for the trials. They said I can't leave school to go and play football. But at this point in time,
this clip.
But at this point in time, everybody, they are now regretting for not allowing their words, to actually play the game at the early age. So at this point in time, everybody even want to encourage their children to actually go into sport because we know the money spinning business and all that. So we encourage more parents
to allow. It's not only education. There's simple education in sport. There are sport academies who they will guide the children or the kids through normal. It's a normal school setting.
Yes, we're just talking about Olo Kere, an athlete who just got scholarship to study in the US. So he will actually be studying, and he will be actually
athletics will be running for his university. Then when it's time, we come see. Okay, look at Brume. She's on scholarship in
Cyprus.
Yes, Cyprus. But then she comes home, represent Nigeria. When it's time for university games, she receives scholarship.
Of course, and that will expose the athletes more, and they will actually get more experience. And when they come back to Nigeria, they will be able to play well. So we'll go to the next story where ENYIMBA and Rivers United during the Continental campaign. We saw that ENYIMBA went down 3-0 to a Sudanese club yesterday, while Rivers United went away to South Africa to beat Celtic 2-0 in that particular one. For me, GD, what do you make of these results? ENYIMBA didn't actually play well for me.
No, they didn't play well. I think Fatal Shaw, his tactics were off spot. He did not actually come out to this game. I think he had the intention of maybe to get a draw, but the Sudanese club, Maka, they got his tactics and played against his tactics. Then I think ENYIMBA missed their striker, Victor Ngoma. Next year. Back in action, probably it will help them. But then we expected more.
Yes, of course.
Being a two-time champion of a
well-experienced side in the continent.
Yeah, though the players that were there that won, they are all gone. But this is a club with
that pedigree.
Yeah, that pedigree. That we expected more. That okay, you are going against a Sudanese club. Just imagine Nigeria versus Sudan. Just Super Eagles versus Sudan. And Sudan should now come and defeat Nigeria in any game. It sounds awkward that a Sudanese team, apologies to Sudan, but then they are not a match.
No, they are not on a match.
It's the truth.
It just shows that the lack of the MPFL has actually affected much games for them to play. They actually played the CAF Champions League in Aba. Then after maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, they now went to Sudan, and there were no competitive game in between for them to actually assess the players.
Games friendly games cannot be compared to actual action. These clubs, their leagues are ongoing. I think they played 12 matches or so thereabouts, and they've won maybe like 9 or 10, I can't recall. But ENYIMBA, we've not played 18 match
in the MPFL.
In MPFL, because the league is not even on.
Yes.
So how will these boys be match fit? It can't be compared that you are playing weekend, every three days. Every three days.
I actually saw some clips. Those players, they are match rusty. They are not that fit. All of them have put on weight. So they couldn't even run. They couldn't even the midfield actually collapsed yesterday. The striker and midfield, they were not gelled together. It was just so shameful that ENYIMBA could not actually get a draw in that particular one.
But Rivers United were able to put a smile on our faces and get 2 vital away goals
in South Africa.
In South Africa.
I want to actually congratulate them, because they actually put behind the disappointment when they are able to get visas for them to travel to South Africa.
Yes.
We all know what really happened in that particular period. Instead of them training, they were actually concentrating on how to get visa. But they actually put that behind them, and they went to get that 2 away goals. Is very, very good. They should just come to Port Harcourt, get to hold them in the first half, and ensure that they don't concede. And in the second half, they can just get to just score 1 goal and lock up the defense.
And looking at it now, Rivers they managed, struggled to even get to this stage. It was up 2 penalties that they were lucky to get to this stage. And because they brought in the stalwarts, talking about Ifeanyi Emmanuel and Teofilus. Those guys are very good. They are very good. They were not there during the preliminary rounds, so they came on board. They overcame the injuries, and they were able to hold down the team. That's called experience.
Of course,
and they've done very well for Rivers United. Anyway, they're paying them 1.something million monthly, so they should deliver.
Reward for their money anyway. But it's actually good. We just wish them all the best when the return leg will happen. That is talking about January
next year.
So we just hope that they can able to qualify to the group stage, so that we'll see how they can be able to play.
And no Nigerian club has won the CAF
Confederation Cup before. So if Rivers United can actually do that, it will be impressive for them to actually get to do that. So we'll go to our next story, where Maradona autopsy shows no sign of illegal drugs. Jide, were you waiting to see signs of illegal?
Inshallah, this is my resting. At first, they said he took he committed suicide, or there was neglect somewhere. This man has died. Yes, I like the fact that the whites apologies to Nigerian system. They still want to know the reason why he died.
Of course,
so that they can prevent future deaths like this.
Yes.
Maradona God is a demigod.
He's a demigod in Argentina.
In fact, there's a church. They worship him in a church, like a god. They have a church, Maradona Church. People go there and worship him. He's a demigod. So, and when there is these people that ban people, dead body, when they released his
dead body,
when they released his dead body, those guys were killed by some fanatics. That because how can you reveal our God to the public? So Maradona, he was a legend. He remains a legend.
Of course.
Napoleon renamed the stadium after him.
Of course.
Even Messi even got a yellow card for even wearing
his jersey
when he scored a goal. Yes. So that should the kind of level of adoration and love that they have for Maradona. And we know that Maradona had, when he was alive, he was involved in drugs and alcoholism.
Oh yes.
So probably they think maybe he took in drugs again, legal drugs too, and killed himself.
But we know from a few months before his death, he was, he went under under the knife operation,
Yes.
where of the brain or something like that, and it was successful. The doctor came out and said it was successful.
And there was vigil outside the hospital room. You know, these guys, I don't know the kind of love. It's just too massive. So no, so I think you discussed that if, God forbid, if any of our stars that played against the Maradona set, if any of them, would there be this kind of love for?
I don't know.
Even Messi does not command the kind of love Maradona has.
Of course, even Messi does not, because we know that he won the World Cup for them.
Yes.
He won so many, titles for them. For Argentina.
Yeah, but Olympics against Nigeria.
He has won the Olympic, and Messi has not even won the South American Cup for Argentina. So
he got there 3 times and he lost.
If in the final, 3 straight final, he lost. So the love that they have for Maradona,
he lost.
So the love supersede what Maradona has done for Argentina. He cannot, due to the fact that he's getting to the age of retirement at this point in time. He's 33. By next year he'll be 34.
When Maradona retired, how old was he? He was around that same age. And he retired again. He retired his last game against the Super Eagles.
Super Eagles, yes, of course. So it just shows that they have too much love for Maradona.
Okay, now still talking about football, but this time around we are talking about the infrastructure, whereby the sports minister, Mr. SAMALLARYDACE, said the national stadium will host the Super Eagles from next year. And that is many reporters, journalists, stakeholders have said this man talks too much.
Of course, I just want to say that he talks too much due to the fact that we all know that rehabilitation of the national stadium facilities have been ongoing, and the work will actually be completed by next year. So he just come out to say his Super Eagles will play in the national stadium next year. These are all what we actually know that it will happen next year. So I don't see him coming out to say. For me, I just feel his age just want him to be in the news every day.
There was no point for him to have said that Super Eagles. Now Ganero wants Super Eagles to be based in Abuja.
Of course, you just have to have a base.
He prefers Abuja to Lagos for obvious reasons, maybe because security level, comfort and everything. You go to Lagos. I don't know how those guys will drive out.
You can imagine what happened when the Super Eagles do 4-4 against Sierra Leone. When fans in Benin, didn't even allow them to actually
So imagine it was in Lagos.
So imagine if it was in Lagos. So it will be more. It will be more than what they actually got in Benin.
So a standard home for the Super Eagles. Look at the English national team.
Yes, Wembley Stadium. That's their home.
The Brazilian teams, Macarena, they have their stadium. Let's have a specific. Yeah, maybe once in a while we can play friendly matches, but let's have a home.
Any competitive game, we should have a home for it. Not that the NFF will now throw it open and go to meet one state government and the other and say, come and sponsor the team and all that. So
no, it should not be.
It should not be like that. We should have a natural national team.
I'm trying my way to be in the national stadium in Abuja.
Of course.
But it's the best stadium we have in Nigeria.
Of course, it's the best stadium. The facilities is very, very good.
Yes.
65,000 capacity. So we can, and again, it's in the center of the nation. So people from Lagos can fly. You can fly in Abuja to come and watch.
And the airport to the stadium is
not that far.
Not that far.
So just 30 minutes away. So So I think the Nigerian Super Abuja. So we go to the next one where Anthony Joshua and he's set to fight Tyson Fury. He wants to actually fight Tyson Fury. Do you see Anthony Joshua defeating Tyson Fury?
Anthony Joshua, our Ogun State EDG. If I even answer that question, the Ogun State governor said his victory, his last victory, is as a result of investment in sports. That was
way too below what.
No, that because of the investment in sports enabled Anthony Joshua to win. Where's the credit? Anthony Joshua never trained in Nigeria.
He has never.
Nigeria never even brought him up.
Do we even have a boxing center in Ogun State?
don't even know.
What are they doing in terms of grassroots development?
I think that Nigeria is trying to develop a boxing center.
If you're saying you're trying to develop a boxing center to groom up talent, it is well understandable. Not for you to come out and say the picture of as a result of investment.
What investment has the governor done that we can relate it to Anthony Joshua's victory?
None.
He goes to Saudi Arabia. It's Ogun State that invested in all those ones for him. No.
Is it that the state government that they want backroning Anthony Joshua?
No.
So what are they coming out to say?
We know those who are pulling Anthony Joshua.
So
he has his sponsors. Except the glow advert that Anthony Joshua is doing. That was a different thing entirely.
If you are successful, so many people just want to, get to associate themselves with you due to the fact that you are successful. So I think he's just looking for the media publicity and hype, and he has already got it. But he actually got a backlash for him doing that particular one.
And Joshua's fight against Fury is to take place next year. Fury.
Come out.
If he loses against Fury, he's going to lose everything.
Yeah, I feel it will actually like a set. Yes, at first one, Tyson Fury can just go and defeat him. Then they will now do a rematch. Then Joshua will now come and defeat him.
Because
it's just for revenue to make more money. So that's the thing. So don't get surprised when Fury will defeat Anthony Joshua in the first match.
Because
then
just
Anthony
the way
Joshua
that
will not.
He said someone from people fat everywhere.
Yes.
Horrible. It's not to say.
For me, it's just the money. It's just the money.
And defeat somebody that has 6 packs, everything.
Just tell you, say, just allow him and win. The next one you win. So that's the thing. That's what they're saying. It's just about
if that and the rules, Anthony Joshua, the person that defeated him.
So even though you allow him to win now, so then the next one he actually won and actually collected his bet box. So I feel that is what will really happen when Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury.
He has fought 28 times. No, sorry, 25 times, and he has won 23 times. That's a good record. He has only lost
both knockouts and unanimous decisions.
The knockouts, 90% of his games, of his fights, were knockouts.
Yes, of course.
He has only lost one fight, and that's against the Mexican Andy Ruiz.
But may I feel on a normal, if they want to fight like a normal fight.
Tyson Fury is taller. Joshua is shorter. But talking about the punches, the only thing that Fury might use against is the experience and the height.
And his height, yes.
Because by the time he's looking to punch him up.
Of course. So, and that will actually count. That actually counts in the game of boxing. It will be an added advantage to Tyson Fury.
Joshua should punch him on his stomach. Below above his
Still talking about boxing, Mayweather wants to become a coach.
Mayweather, the undisputed champion, the most defensive boxer I've ever known in this world. Nobody can defend as much as Floyd Mayweather. He never lost a game. If you are fighting Floyd Mayweather, he'll be running around the ring, running around. Any opportunity he has, give one punch, he will go back.
That's his own tactics.
His own tactic. He played that for him all his fights.
Yes, so you just have to be extraordinary. You just have to be extraordinary, very, very fit for him to actually match up.
He'll punch you one, he'll run backward.
For you to actually match up his his tactics.
And once he not gets into one corner, he will not stop punching.
Of course, that is a tactics. You have to use everything against your opponents for you to actually match and the very fight. So for him going to coaching, it's a good one.
Like his father was his trainer.
It's a good one for you. At least he will inspire young boxers for them to actually.
The money team.
Of course, the money team.
TMT.
One of the richest boxers in the world.
Even after retiring, he's still making money. He'll buy cars. Oh, this guy is even large. He'll buy cars today. In fact, and there's one Nigeria in Nigeria that supplies in cars. And I read this interview one time. He said, remember that called him one night, was sleeping. I need so car. I can't recall the car. This guy had to wake up in the middle of the night and look for that car. It was not a common car. It was maybe five editions available at that period. He looked for that car that night for Floyd Mayweather and delivered to Floyd Mayweather the following day. He said that cool money. You just woke up and you earn your millions.
A lot of that.
So money, Floyd Mayweather is going to go into a coaching role. Yeah, it's going to inspire more people to.
It's going to be successful.
Yeah,
for me, it's going to be successful. His presence alone, when maybe his player is fighting an opponent, his presence alone will actually tells. We actually know. We actually know for his player.
And he's a very vulgar guy, just like his father. I've seen videos whereby his father will be insulting. I can't say all those things on air, but he'll be insulting him vulgarly. You know, yeah, this or that. The guy reply back. You are useless.
He replies with punches.
But then the father was able to groom him. Has made him. He still gives the father the respect. Before the father was one of the reasons why he went into boxing. And these are guys talking about Joshua and Floyd Mayweather. These guys were on the street. Joshua was, he had issues with drugs. He was, he was taken into custody underage then, but he was able to, bring him back again, and he was able to achieve the same thing with Floyd Mayweather too. They all came for the streets. I think you should go back to the street.
Yes.
It might fit you.
I should even go to boxing.
And and boxing is one of
money spinning.
Yes, just
you go to UFC.
That one is even. That one is even.
He likes of additional. Likes of smart. Martial arts.
No, they will destroy you.
But there's more money anyway.
Do you know what it is for me to use my leg to kick your face anywhere? As I'm free to kick you anywhere. Like let blood flow out. It's not my business. That one is more.
Let's go back to football. Go back to football where SAMALLARYDACE says Arsenal are the relegation rival. Can you imagine? Arsenal.
Is it lying?
Can you imagine?
Where's Arsenal on the table now? 15th?
Arsenal is on the 15th. West Ham. Where's West Brom?
Sorry, West Brom. Sorry. I think that also maybe 17th or 14th thereabout. So SAMALLARYDACE is not lying.
So you feel Arsenal can actually?
Arsenal right now is battling. Is a relegation rival to West Brom. Arsenal, they've lost how many matches now?
Okay, West Brom from 14 games they have 7 points. They're sitting in 19th position.
Okay.
Sheffield United 20 position. They have just 2 points from 14 games. Brighton has 12 points from 14 games. Burnley has 13 points from 13 games. Arsenal 14 points from 14 games. So averagely 1 point from every game.
So it's not lying. Arsenal is a relegation rival. They're both fighting to escape relegation.
But at this point in time, I'm just waiting for February. I'm just waiting for January. If Arteta will include Ozil and Socrates to the team, then the team will get back to where they really want to be. Because I know that Ozil has a whole lot of influence in the Arsenal team.
Yeah, he's a big time player.
And all the players loves Ozil. Even the last game we played against, I've forgotten the last game we played. I've forgotten that particular team that we played. Arsenal's last game, was it Burnley?
Against Man City.
No, not Man City, not in the Premier League.
Okay, Premier League.
I think it was Burnley.
I can't recall.
I think it was Burnley. That particular match shows that the guys does not really want to score. They don't want to score.
Okay,
they just want to play.
I saw your tweet.
They just want to play, and not score. You get? It was just so glaring that they didn't want to actually score for Arteta. It was Everton.
Okay.
They did the same thing against Everton, and they did the same thing against Burnley. There was a certain boy that Sabalos was just all what Sabalos just need to do was just to pass, and the person would actually play the ball at the back of the net. But Sabalos allowed the ball to actually go for for goal kick. Same thing that happened with Pepe. Pepe actually, but you're supposed to just pass for your next opponent for them to just, put the ball in the back of the net. He decided to actually, balloon the ball outside. So it just shows that those guys
passing a message out to the board.
For me, that's what they're actually doing. Because
bring back Ozil.
You have to bring back Ozil. Ozil is the creative part of the team.
They should understand that certain players are not hustlers.
Yes.
Ozil is one player that he can never expect to go and defend.
For me, it's not as if it's not the reason.
Ozil,
it's not the reason that
he's not a lazy player.
Ozil
that's his nature. He cannot force him to. He cannot force it to go and play defensive game.
No.
He will kill it. He will kill it. He will kill his creative. Leave him to play what he wants to play. Why can't they tell Messi or Ronaldo to go and play defensive game? They play few roles.
Someone that is not injured. Adibinoji is injured. We know that he's injured. That's why they didn't actually include him.
And he's highest paid player in the club.
£355,000
doing nothing
per week. For me, he's just cashing out.
He just carry his phone.
For me, he's just cashing out.
Tweet. Yesterday or 2 days ago, was say he was trending on hashtag Ask Mesut. Let fans ask him any question. And I was replying. When I asked him why have you not played for Arsenal? He said, ask the board. Is it because of your stand against the Muslim China case against the Muslim? He said no. It was actually a question. So now it is not the board, and Arteta is scared to do the right thing.
For me, Arteta.
And Ozil wants to play.
For me, Arteta didn't actually know. He didn't actually do the right thing. He was supposed to actually stand on his feet and said, I need Ozil. Ozil should be part of this team. I need Socrates. Socrates should be part of this team. I don't see the reason why somebody like Nelson will be actually playing when Ozil is there. I don't see the likes of what is this guy's name that played? Is an English player, Nelson. I've forgotten this guy's name.
They're not useful. That's why
they are not useful for me. They're not useful to the team. Vlog. They are not useful to the team. A lot for me for these guys playing for us now. In the likes of the days of Thierry Henry, the likes of Patrick Vieira, those particular players will not even be a bubble to the team. Talk about
be the main players of the team.
Being the main players of the team.
Ozil is a World Cup winner. He's a La Liga.
Of course, experience.
Ozil
will create chance from nothing. Ozil will create chance.
They always say he's lazy. He's not lazy. Mourinho even knows how to use Ozil very well.
Of course.
Don't stress him.
For me, when you have in a team, when you have Thomas Partey and when you have Granit Xhaka, Ozil should be the one to play. Who are defensive? Ozil should be the one to play in the front. Ozil should be like a free role player. Where we have Williams playing on the right, you have Aubameyang playing on the left, then you have a certain Lacazette who is not really playing well. Then he has that vision.
His eyes are like frog guys.
Of course,
he will spot.
He will actually not throw key passes that will actually crease.
It's not left for the strikers now make use of the ball.
Of course, they will definitely score.
Because those balls are killer passes
that you will naturally score. So at this point in time, I feel Arteta should actually do his own work.
And Arsenal, they've lost about 6 matches now in a row.
They've lost 8 matches.
8 matches in a row.
8 matches. 8 matches. This is out of 14 games. I've lost 8 matches. Then you just won about 4 matches. You drew another 2 matches. So this season, for me, the only way Arsenal can actually redeem themselves for that. Let everybody just work together and ensure that
and
they
Arsenal
get out from
sold the second.
So there's a chance in Argentina, and you just have to be playing week in week out for you to become the #1 in Argentina. Yes, no, I mean I'm talking about the Argentine player. So he has to be playing week in week out for him to be called up to the Argentine national team. We know he has been playing well in Aston Villa. He has won the man of the match for like 3-4 matches and another. For me, if I want to pick out, I'll choose a certain match. Ahead of Leo, because he's very, very good at this point in time. He has his peak on his career. He's about 27 there about. So he's very, very good. He's well, he mans his stick. He has his confidence in his stick. But I just feel we should just give some time. He will, he will play well.
How much time does he need?
The defenders are not doing well for him. Look at the last match we played against Everton. He actually make some key save in that particular one. He just so sad that Arsenal lost against Man City, but we expected that they will actually lose that game against Man City in the League Cup. Where they lost 4-1. I didn't know because I don't actually get to lose that particular one.
Okay, so let's just talk about some of the midweek results. Let's talk about the La Liga, where we have we saw Real Madrid yesterday defeating Granada 2-0. On Tuesday, Valladolid away, and the Messi now broke that record of Pele of scoring of goals scored, most goals scored for a particular club. And then we now saw the clash of the leaders at La Liga. That's talking about Atletico Madrid and Real Sociedad. Now they've gone at the table. Atletico Madrid now they're topping the table at the moment. And in Italy, Juventus lost 3-0 at home to Fiorentina. They were one man down, and then it was a very in fact the cause for sack of Pello. But people said
it's too early.
That's just his first match he's losing as a coach.
It's too early. You can't.
But when he defeated Barcelona,
nobody called for a sack.
Nobody called for a sack. But just a first league,
and they were well man down. So they should just give him more time. I feel he's a good coach, and the player, from what I've seen in the pitch, the players are really looking forward to work with him, and also to give their best for him. So they should just give him more time. Calling for a sack is just too early at this point in time. No. They should just pipe it down.
No, they should mellow down. He's a rookie coach, but when he was winning matches, he was not a rookie coach. Every coach starts from somewhere. Is Lapas a rookie coach?
No, he coached Derby County
before coming to Chelsea.
Of course, before coming to Chelsea.
He's still a rookie coach. Probably when he spent like 4 years as a coach, then can become
a good coach.
A good coach. But then it's been an interesting week. Even in the Carabao Cup, we saw Man U against Everton. Everton lost at home.
Yes.
2-0.
Brentford.
You can see the result on your screen.
Brentford actually defeated Newcastle by 1-0. Arsenal lost 4-1 to Man City. By Everton went down 2-0 to Manchester United, and also Tottenham were 3-1 winners over Stoke City. Any shocking results?
No, I expected more from Everton, actually.
Newcastle. What about Newcastle?
Was that shocking to me? No.
They were defeated by Brentford.
Newcastle, they've not been impressive. So they look like a championship team to me. So they've not been impressive, and but then now we're now seeing Tottenham, of course, probably they're going to get their first trophy title in several years. But I'm sure of Tottenham getting to the finals.
Are you sure?
Because now it's Man City versus Man U in the semi-finals. Then Tottenham versus, I think,
Brentford.
Brentford in the semi-finals.
Anything can still happen. Brentford can still actually stun Tottenham.
I doubt that with a certain Jose Mourinho, with a certain Gary Bill.
Of course, they will actually want to prove a point in that particular for them to actually win their first title.
It's going to be Tottenham versus Manchester.
Either Manchester United or Manchester City. So it's going to be interesting. The semi-final match between Manchester United and Man City.
So it's going to be Tottenham versus Manchester. I don't know which city.
Which other United or City?
Or City. But it's going to be Tottenham versus Manchester.
Interesting one.
In this case, now I'm going to put my money on. I really want them to win the trophy.
Of course.
And Mourinho is, because of my love for Mourinho,
yes,
he's a serial winner. Despite the fact that they say he has lost his mojo as a good coach, but then he is still one of the best
No,
coaches.
we have seen what Mourinho is actually not doing in the league right now. He has defeated Arsenal, he defeated Man City, he defeated Manchester United. He was not able to defeat Liverpool in that particular one. But at this point in time, we know that he's a very, very good coach, and he's changing the fortunes of Tottenham. So it's a good one. So we'll go into this weekend fixtures where Leicester.
Let our viewers know that all other leagues are on Christmas break. La Liga is going on Christmas break.
Of course.
German league. It's only England that always refuse to go on Christmas break.
Of course. I feel other leagues too should not even go on the Christmas break. Back home, people will be looking out to watch games and all that.
But if you look at it now, when all these clubs, which country wins the Champions League more? Is between Spain and Germany. England, because these boys do not rest. You use them 24/7. Are they engines? but you now see La Liga, they'll go on Christmas break and New Year break at least. You can refresh for the next 2 weeks and come back, start again. The same thing in Germany. German machines,
Yes, of course. But it's actually good. It's actually good for them to actually go.
They're looking at the money. But now there's coronavirus. Fans are not coming to the stadium. So why you just go on?
But the TV right is still there. Actually, the TV right is still there.
Can they pause TV rights?
He wants them to pause TV rights. Don't want them to make money.
Is there no TV rights for Spain and Germany? Or don't have TV rights in Nigeria?
Please allow them to play so that we can look forward to actually watch games in the English Premiership.
You can watch our own games Nigeria too. Yeah, we have street football. You can watch all those ones.
I thought maybe you wanted to mention MPFL. That I'm not sure about the man. But this weekend is going to be mouth-watering encounter, which will actually start with Leicester, facing Manchester United at the Power King Stadium. Aston Villa will play host to Crystal Palace. Fulham Southampton, Arsenal.
Yes, Charles.
Arsenal, many times I call you Arsenal. Arsenal will play Chelsea, Manchester United against Newcastle.
No, Man City against Newcastle.
Sorry, Man City against Newcastle. Then Sheffield United against Everton.
Why you mention Arsenal? Because they are sure of losing against Chelsea.
Bonanza at this point in time, they are giving out bonanza for every club. Then on Sunday. We are going to have Leeds against Burnley, West Ham against Brighton, Liverpool against West Brom. And that will be the first match. SAMALLARYDACE will be actually be standing on the sideline against with West Brom. Then Wolverhampton versus Tottenham. That is going to be another tricky match.
Yeah, it's going to be a tricky one, and I don't know who's going to win. Anybody can win that one.
Leicester, Manchester United.
I'll go for Leicester.
Arsenal, Chelsea, of course. Chelsea.
I'll go for Arsenal. Okay, let me give us pictures for in case our own Nigerian league.
Yes, resume.
So we're going to have Adama United against Kano Pillars. Aqua United against Dakada FC. Those mother and son club
relationship.
Then we're going to see Rivers United and against Enugu Rangers, but it might be postponed because of the continental games. Then we are going to see ENYIMBA and Abawa Warriors too that have been postponed. Then we'll see Ifeanyi against Lobby Stars, Jigawa Stars versus Sunshine Stars, Katsina United against Atlant. Then we'll see National United against Wiki Tourists, Plateau United against Kwara United, and yes, basically those are the matches. That's if our league will resume.
Star match.
Yeah, the star match, which would have been ENYIMBA versus Kano Pillars, but of course it has been postponed.
Yeah.
So that is not going to take place. So there's really no star match here per se.
Which Lobby Star playing?
Lobby Stars, they are playing against Aqua
United?
Against Ifeanyi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I actually spoke to Lobby Stars chairman. He said they are ready. that they want to actually go out there and win the league this time around. They don't want what really happened to them during the PPG points that actually smuggled them away for them not to actually qualify for the Continental Games and win the title. But at this point in time, they're looking forward to actually
that was actually painful. Not
yes,
because it's the top of the league, but then because they played lesser matches than compared to Pillars that were far away. It was painful that they used the PPG points.
It was actually
points per game.
But at this point in time, he said they are not going to be underwriting anything. They are going full force. They want to actually prove a point that what really happened last season will not actually repeat itself again, and we are now going for the MPFL title and to get a ticket to play in the continent.
Yeah, so let's just keep our fingers crossed. If this league will start on Sunday, better start on Sunday because we need some. So this is where we draw the curtains, and we believe you enjoyed every bit of today's show. Should we sing Merry Christmas?
if you want to sing Merry Christmas, okay, we can go ahead and sing.
So we wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. But before we go, we want to urge everyone to please take charge of your health. You can help stop the coronavirus by obeying the guidelines as set by authorities. Let's keep our social distancing, wash our hands regularly, or use an alcohol-based sanitizer. And again, always use face mask. I remain your friend, Olushola Lojide.
I'm Olawale, so come your way, same time, same station.
Hold on now. Hold on first.
Producer is telling us to sing.
You cannot sing because everybody will sleep off. So we'll see you again. Same station. Bye.
Next week. Bye-bye. God bless.
To the world, Lagos house is singing. COVID-19 shakes the world, but Christ will grant us victory.